Hello, welcome to our. Are you sad? Are you hurt? Are you lost? Are you lonely? Worry no more. You are at the right channel. Welcome to Excuses!
Hello mga ka-ex! Welcome back! For our video lesson, we are going to learn sum and product of roots. Given the standard form of quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we can determine the sum and product of the roots. For our sum of the roots, that is x sub 1 plus x sub 2. And for our product of roots, that is x sub 1 times x sub 2. But if we are given the standard form of quadratic equation, we can say that the sum of the roots is equal to the negative value of b over a. And our product of roots is c over a. Given 2x squared minus 2x plus 5 is equal to 0, we are going to determine the sum and product of the roots. Let us first determine the values of a, b, and c. By checking, our a is 2, our b is negative 2, and our c is 5. So we can determine now the sum of the roots. That is x sub 1 plus x sub 2 is equal to negative b over a. Now, let us substitute the values. Our b is negative 2. So we are going to place negative 2 here. All over a, and our a is 2. So let us place 2 here. So negative times negative 2, that is positive 2. All over 2. So our sum of the roots is 2 over 2, that is 1. So this is our sum of the roots. For the product of the roots, we are given c over a. So let us substitute the value of c and a. Our c is 5, so we're going to place 5 here. Our a is 2, so we are going to place 2 on this side. So our product of the roots is 5 over 2. So this is our product of the roots. Let us have our second example. We are given negative x squared plus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. We are going to determine the sum and product of the roots. Let us identify first the values of a, b, and c. As you can see, our a is negative 1, our b is 4, and our c is negative 2. So we can use now our formula x sub 1 plus x sub 2 is equal to negative b over a. So by substituting, we can substitute the value of b, and that is 4, all over a, and that is negative 1. Now let us simplify. Negative times positive 4, that is negative 4, all over the negative 1. So our sum is positive 4. And this is now our sum of the roots. For the product of the roots, we are given c over a. Now let us substitute the values of c over a. Our c is negative 2. So let us substitute the value of c all over a, and our a is negative 1. So our product of the roots is negative 2 divided by negative 1. So that is positive 2. And this is our product of the roots. Given the roots 3 and 4, we are going to determine the sum and product of the roots, including its equation. Remember that our sum of the roots is x sub 1 plus x sub 2, and our product of the roots is x sub 1 times x sub 2. So we are going to determine which of these two is x sub 1 or x sub 2. So we can say that our x sub 1 is 3 and our x sub 2 is 4, or they can be interchanged. So by substituting x sub 1, that is 3, plus our x sub 2, that is 4. So our sum is 3 plus 4, that is 7. Now for the product of the roots, let us substitute the values of x sub 1 and x sub 2. Our x sub 1, that is 3, times our x sub 2, 4. So 3 times 4, our product is 12. So 7 is our sum of the roots, and 12 is our product of the roots. Using the pattern given, we can substitute the values of the sum of the roots and product of the roots. So our sum of roots, that is 7. And our product of roots, that is 12. So by simplifying, our equation is x squared minus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. Given the roots 1/2 and 2, we are going to determine the sum and product of the roots and make its equation. Let us identify first x sub 1 and x sub 2. Our x sub 1, that is 1/2, and our x sub 2, that is 2. So let us solve for the sum of the roots, x sub 1 plus x sub 2. Our x sub 1, that is 1/2, plus our x sub 2, that is 2. Now, to solve the sum of a fraction and a whole number, we can do it like this. 2 times 2, that is 4, plus 1, so we have 5 over 2. And this is our sum of the roots. Now for the product of the roots, x sub 1 times x sub 2, our x sub 1, that is 1/2, times our x sub 2, that is 2. Now to multiply a fraction and a whole number, we can multiply 1 times 2, that is 2, divided by 2, that is 1. And this is now our product of the roots. Now, let us create its equation. Given the format, we can substitute the sum of the roots and the product of the roots. By substituting our sum of the roots, that is 5 over 2, and our product of the roots, that is 1. As you can see, our sum of the roots is a fraction. To make this a whole number, we are going to multiply both sides of the equation by 2. So let us start multiplying. We can distribute 2 to this side. So 2 times x squared, that is 2x squared, minus 2 times 5 over 2, that is negative 5x, plus 2 times 1, that is 2, is equal to 2 times 0, that is 0. So our equation is 2x squared minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0.
If you find the lesson confusing, feel free to hit the replay button. Replay! 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 Replay!